We'll skip it. Skip. Okay, it started.
What's going on? What's going on? Hello?
It's looking up at you.
Oh, how can it see us?
I don't know.
It's supposed to be looking out over here.
There you go. Now you're getting it. You're very close.
No, I don't know. It's something strange going on here.
There you go. Now you got it up.
No, this is actually...
You just turn it a little bit more this way. Towards where you normally sit. Just turn it more a little bit.
There you go.
Keep going a little more.
There you
go. I'd go more. Wrong way. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It should be like this. Wait a minute, hold on. Pardon us for 1 second, guys. It should be like this, yeah. What we'll do is I'm going to move it over like this. That's looking good.
I don't know, guys. Tell us, is that good for y'all or is it uneven? Tell us. Okay, that works. Yeah, that works.
Is the microphone centered?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Go get back in your seat. Oh my gosh. You're totally wrong. No, Blaine, that's not centered at all.
Really? That looks pretty centered.
Look at the windows in the back. Let me see this. Hold on. There we go. There we look. We're looking good now. We're looking good, folks. We're looking good, folks. Good afternoon.
You were about to say good morning.
I was about to say good morning, but no. It is evening time. Hey guys, how we doing this night? This is January. We're not even in January. My clock is set way too far back. It is February 20th. It is Thursday evening. And welcome to Fireside Chat, episode number 14. We're going to go ahead.
We already got 17 watching. Hello to everybody.
Okay, I was wondering, because like everything was telling me wrong.
Yeah, it's got to just reset everything.
I'm resetting everything. Formally welcome to the Fireside Chat episode number 14. We're going to be starting off with some classic bluegrass music. But first, I'm going to get this old banjo and get tuned up and everything ready to go. And then we'll get started. Everything sounded good. All the audio is all good. Let us know. Everybody's saying it's good. There we go. Okay. There we go. Some camera glitches were happening at the beginning there. I apologize for that, but welcome to Fireside Chat episode 14. We've been doing this 14 times ever since last January. It's crazy how we've been doing it for this long. But we enjoy it, and we're glad that you guys enjoyed just as much, because it's awesome for us. I keep going to the wrong key. If you don't know who we are, which I highly assume that many of you do, we are the Brothers Young, a bluegrass duo that plays traditional bluegrass music in the mountains of the Blue Ridge. We have a trio and a quartet. We have our full band, and we just love playing traditional bluegrass music. But today we are on the Banjo Player YouTube channel, a channel I started back in the year 2000 and I don't even know. It's been actually I said it was 2017, I think. I started. So we've been going on strong for the past 8 years.
I guess.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, everybody.
My name is Blaine Young. Probably most of y'all know that. If they didn't know us, they wouldn't be watching this video right now.
Or there may be some people who just click on the video like, hey, what are these two kids doing playing bluegrass? Like they're just curious. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, my name's Blaine, and I've been playing the mandolin for 6 years. And that's about it. Not much to it. But, yeah.
We'll delve more into the story later on, but we're going to get ready to do our first song.
Yes, just in case, we're glad you made it, yes.
There we go. I'm gonna get to the shout out section after we get the first song done, okay? All the way to the key of B we go. This is a song that unfortunately I don't know too much about the history of this. I know we love the Lonesome River Band's version of this song that came out a couple, about 20 odd years ago. And it's called Katie Daly. We're gonna start off with this, and I see the cat is coming.
We don't stage this, guys. She
loves to hear bluegrass so much, so she'll lay down right here, I guarantee, by the warm fire, and she'll listen to us. And you guys will listen to us perform Katie Daly right now. Blaine, you ready to go? 1, 2, 3. This is in the key of B.
I thought it was A. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm not blowing. Okay, good. Key of B. Capo 4, key of B. 1, 2, 3. With her own magic came contemporary in the pioneer days of 42. Her old man was shot in Tucson City for the making of his good old Mountain Dew. Oh, come on down the mountain, Katie Daly. Come on down the mountain, Katie Dew. Can't you hear us calling, Katie Daly? We wanna drink your good old Mountain Dew. Wake up and pay attention, Katie Daly, or I'm the judge that's gonna sentence you. All the boys in court are drunk with whiskey. To tell the truth, I like a little too. Oh, come on down the mountain, Katie Daly. Come on down the mountain, Katie Dew. And you hear us calling, Katie Daly. We want to drink your good old Mountain Dew. Poor Katie Daly, and pretty soon the gates were open wide. Angels came for poor old Katie Daly, took her far across the great divide. Oh, come on down the mountain, Katie Daly. Come on down the mountain, Katie Dew. And she was calling Katie Daly. We won't drink your good old Mountain Dew. One more time, Blaine. Oh, come on down the mountain, Katie Daly. Come on down the mountain, Katie Dew. Oh, she was calling Katie Daly. We won't drink that good old Mountain Dew. We won't drink that good old Mountain Dew. We want to drink your good old Mountain Dew. That is Katie Daly right there, folks. That's our interpretation of the song. Hope you enjoyed that.
You want to do a shout out? We got 23 watching.
23 watching really fast while I put this old banjo down. Go ahead and comment down below if you want your name shouted out.
Guys, we can't say your name if you're not commenting.
I'm going to do a shout out here at the beginning and a shout out at the end. Right
even if
before
you just do a little like funny emoji, or don't even just put space.
Or say hi. Put an emoji of a hand
Or
waving.
anything.
Whatever you want to do. That's fine with me.
Hi, Molly. Everybody want this?
I'll leave your head. Hello, Molly. How we doing? Okay, so 23 watching right now. I'm going to do some shout outs really quick. We're going to start with Andy Kahn, was the first person who joined the stream about 5 minutes before we started. I want to shout you out. Thank you for joining, Andy Kahn. James Stewart, thank you for joining. Corey Mulvey, Robert Langenseepen, Kentucky K, Donald Turner, Sam Compton, Righteous Anger Gaming, Brenda Schreiber, Daryl Howe, Just in Case, Trig from Ireland.
Wow.
There we go. Timothy Chapad, thank you for joining.
Wow.
Brett Martin has joined. Bluegrass Gaming is here. And that's all that I see so far. If you want your name shouted out, please comment down below. Right now, we have 24 watching. I love this.
Hey, do exactly what Rigrats Gaming just did. Just write hello, and you can get your name shouted out. That's all you gotta do.
Awesome. So, please like this video right now. Go back if you're new to the channel. Please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when we upload a brand new music video, which will be, the next one will be tomorrow afternoon. We'll be releasing another video on the Banjo Player YouTube channel. I'm not sure which one that is.
Do we have it recorded yet?
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I think it's in the archives.
Okay.
Well, it's not that old. We probably had to film it tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, probably.
But please subscribe if you're new and go back and watch all of our videos. We have 200 and some odd videos. I think it's like 230. I'm not 100% sure, like 230 videos. Go ahead and watch all of them. You'll see the progression. Actually, the last video we uploaded was a flashback to when Blaine first started to play the mandolin. We did House of the Rising Sun, and actually, he was singing House of the Rising Sun. Now, how old were you? You're probably 8.
I have no idea.
He was a little young guy. He was a little, well, you're young anyway. But, you are a young in this video, so check it out. House of the Rising Sun.
That makes absolutely no sense.
You were a young.
Okay. Kind of makes sense, kind of not.
Kind of makes sense? Okay, great.
Any question? All right, guys, let me explain this real quick. You gotta write questions. That's the only reason we do this, is to write questions. We don't just sit here and talk and play music. I mean, we do, but we don't. We want to hear from you guys. It's the only time we actually get to talk at Slate. So write your questions right now. And I'll start it off with a question right now. Are any of you from a musical family? You got any relatives that play music? Or do you play an instrument yourself? Tell us. And if you do, what instrument is that?
Wait a minute, you gave them way too many questions at once.
It's all kind of part of the one same question.
You got to ask the first question. Are you from a musical family? We get asked this question more than any other question. And to answer it simply, no, we do not come from a musical family. Let me give you a little history. So neither of my grandparents on either of my parents' side play any music at all. In fact, my grandfather, my papa, he loves the banjo. And he actually tried several years back, many years ago actually, to play the banjo, but he said his fingers were too big, that he could not fret the banjo. I think he tried guitar too. He couldn't fret the strings, and so he gave up on it. He said it was just too much to have to deal with the rolls in the right hand and all the finger work to do in the left hand. But he attempted it. Did not succeed, however. But he loves music, so no musical talent on either of my grandparents' sides. Neither of my parents play music. In fact, my father, he always played baseball. He was a sportsy guy growing up. He never really tried, well, actually, I think my mom and dad both tried to play banjo also at some point, and they failed as well. Sad. My mother had some training, some piano training at a very young age, but it didn't last more than a couple years at that age. But she was the one that prompted me to start to learn the piano in the first place. So I do owe my musical journey to the start of it to my mom pushing me to start to learn piano. She was teaching me some very simple stuff. So even then, what?
You got a lot of people writing stuff about music and stuff.
I'll get to them in a second. I'm going to finish telling us. I'm going to tell them our side, and then I want you to tell them a little bit about it too, okay?
About what?
About the question. Yeah.
Okay.
So, the only person in our family that plays a musical instrument is my uncle on my father's side. He is a guitar nut. He loves the guitar. He can play anything. In fact, the banjo that I first found that caused me to want to start playing banjo was his old banjo that he left at home when I believe he went to college.
No,
And he never got it back.
I guess. I think so.
So that was his banjo. So me and Blaine are the first people in the family were the first individuals in the family to have a God-given talent in music. I am so, so very grateful that he introduced us to music at such a young age. Any other comments you want to add in there?
You pretty much said everything.
I'm gonna stop telling everything. I want you to be able to tell something too. Okay? So
I play music, and I'm his brother, so we have the same family line somehow. But so there's really not much I can say more to that. Gosh,
Yes.
Molly, you should
Now let me read some of the comments that are coming in really fast.
It started with the first one with Bluegrass, I think.
The first one, Donald Turner says he plays guitar and a little banjo. Timothy Japaz said he answers the question: do you guys perform at church? And I do play at church. In fact, if you have Spotify or Apple Music, check the church. We actually release singles of worship songs that are live, that we perform live at church. It's at Church of the Holy Spirit. If you're on Spotify, check out Church of the Holy Spirit. You might hear a little banjo picking in one or two of those songs, but they're our church's singles right there.
Is Donald Turner the one we met in Gatlinburg?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Donald Turner, he's the guy who's come up to Floyd several times, and we've met him there.
I can't remember. I get him and the other guy.
I think it was 92 RB90.
Yeah, I think
that's the one we met. He's the one we met.
Yeah, he's the one we met in Gatlinburg.
Just in case, no musical instruments, but my sister was a pretty good singer. There we go, just in case. Andy Khan, I sing, so it's a natural instrument. LOL. There we go. Yeah, singing is a instrument.
You don't even really need to buy anything for that. You just kind of.
Well, it really is an instrument because your vocals, it's a muscle that needs to be worked on over time. Practice will help you make your voice better. So, in a way, it is a musical instrument. Well, actually, it's not a musical instrument in the literal sense, but it is an instrument that is already implanted in us. Just needs to bring out with a little training. And you still...
No, I can't say. What do those people call it? What is
DJ 51... What are you saying?
What is that kind of singing, like where it goes, whoa, whoa, that kind of singing? What is that? Is that like classical singing?
I would say opera.
Okay.
Opera.
I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Anyhow, go back to the questions. I don't know why I said that.
DJ 51011, guitar and mandolin just a little bit. That's good. Start on the instruments. James Stewart, watched Blaine's channel yesterday. Quiet show with the new wheels. Is the cameraman okay?
Yes, he survived.
He survived, yes. Brett Martin, he plays acoustic guitar. There we go. I actually play a little acoustic myself. Probably not as well as you can, but I dabble a little bit, just a tiny bit. Sam Compton, yes, my grandma played the piano and sang. I played the drums, piano and sing. My aunt sings and my uncle plays the drums. There we go. A lot of singing, a lot of drums, and some piano. There we go. Drums. I could never be a drummer because I can't. I can separate my hands. When it comes to trying to do both feet simultaneously with hands hitting and just it blows my mind. Blaine can do it. Because he's got natural rhythm, but I'm not even going to attempt that because I know that I'm not going to. You're the one doing it.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it.
I've got some friends who play drums. I let them do it. I'll play the piano. I'll play the banjo. I'll play the other instruments, but not the drums. Sorry.
Oh, that jumped.
I know it jumped down here. Trig from Ireland said, my dad played guitar, brother, the tin whistle. Wow, that's neat. And sister plays guitar, are all musical. I and my mother are not. Oh, no. Don't tell me it skipped over you. Here's a question. Did you ever try any instruments yourself? Did you ever try? My dad's brother is in a band, mostly playing on cruise ships.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Timothy Chapad said, no musical talent here. My dad was a radio announcer and started at 15 years of age. There we go. Neat. Oh, Trey from Ireland. Question: does the name Banjo mean anything? Great question. Banjo is a combination of piano and banjo. That's all banjo is. Piano and banjo. Banjo. In fact, there is a song this is a random fact, but there's a song that is played at the Country Bear Jamboree, or the formerly known Country Bear Jamboree at the Magic Kingdom.
Disney World.
At Walt Disney World. And the first song was like a piano, but it's played like a banjo. Like the way the notes are being played sounds like a band's being played. And on the record, it says that song is entitled Banjo. Playing the piano as if it was like playing the notes as if it was a banjo. It's really neat. But no, when I first started to play piano and banjo, I was like, well, what's a cool name? Banjo. Banjo player. So therefore, that's where we get the name for YouTube right there. Awesome. I'm probably not going to get to the rest of you guys because I don't have all the time in the world. We only have a short amount of time for tonight's stuff, so I'm gonna go back through and watch the replay again and get to see all the comments.
Well, I mean, we do have some time after this. We're only about 20 minutes in, so we do have some time to get more questions in.
Yeah, we do. But I want to get to some more songs too. We got some big announcements also to tell you guys. But let's get a few more songs, or at least get one more song before we do some of those announcements. Okay? Sounds good. I love these questions. They're awesome. Also, while we are playing this next song, I'll give you another question that I want you to answer, and we'll answer the same thing. Wait a minute. For those, okay, this is the question for those who do play music. What was your inspiration to play a certain instrument or to sing? What was your inspiration? Did you hear a favorite artist where you're like, oh man, I love the way I hear that guitar playing, I gotta play like that? Or did you hear someone on the radio? Or did you look up a video? I mean, how did you learn? Not how did you learn, but what inspired you to want to play a music instrument? Write that down in the comments, and I'll tell you a little bit about it, and Blaine will tell you about his. After this next song, which I still have to tune down, I'm using the Page Pro Banjo Capo right now. This is one of my new purchases. It's a custom Banjo Capo. This is not available in any retail store. You have to go to thepage.com and get it customly fitted for your banjo's neck. Now this is incredible. Page Pro, what they've done is insane by creating grooves in the bar right here that snugly fit against all the strings, and it creates an environment of the string. So the myth about banjos, myth about any instrument in general, is that when you put a capo on, you got to retune everything. But with the Page Pro, it's not going to reduce it fully, but it greatly minimizes the amount of tuning that you have to do. So I was very happy to grab one of these, get it fitted, and it really is a life changer. It's a time saver. So if you're interested, go to thepage.com to get yourself one of these Page Pros. They are a godsend for those who want to take banjo playing seriously. The Page Pro Banjo Capo.
I don't play banjo.
I know, it's a shame they don't make a mandolin capo.
Don't they make guitars? I think they make a guitar one too.
Page makes guitar capos, but I don't think they have the same like tension relieving mechanisms for the guitar. I think this one's only for banjo. So check it out at page.com. What? I didn't hear you. What you say?
Something to think about.
So this next song is a fiddle tune that has been around for a long time. We've been playing this for about 2 years now, and working it back up finally. It's called Salt Creek. Blaine, you're gonna kick us off on this. Rain. I love that one. Salt Creek, right there, sounding mighty fine. Now, one of the things, actually, there's a couple big announcements, but the first announcement I want to make tonight is for you guys to go subscribe to Banjo Play right now. Go like the video, hit the notification button right now. Now, I see many of you guys have already, shall I say, subscribed. I know that. But those who are new, please hit subscribe. If it's red, you're doing something wrong.
Guys, look, if you don't subscribe, I'll hunt you down. I'll find you with my mandolin on my back. I'm going to find you if you don't.
If it's red,
you better subscribe. If it's red, that means you're bad. Just change
bad?
it to gray. It's not that hard. Just change it to gray.
It'd mean a lot to us. Small content creators out there in the world of YouTube trying to make a difference.
It's not
in the
easy.
World of bluegrass.
It's not easy.
That's what we try to do.
You're getting a little too deep with this.
I'm getting too deep.
Yes, very much.
Okay. I'll put the banjo away and on for some big announcements. First big announcement. I've lost it. No, I'm just kidding. We have, I might have already mentioned this in a previous Fireside Chat, but we have 2 new albums being released this year. I'm not going to go into detail of what they are, of course, because we're in the process of recording. We're in the process of still brainstorming one part of the other album, so we're getting there. But we are so excited for what I've been editing. It's sounding really neat, so I can't wait to release this stuff because it's so much fun. Because we kind of challenged ourselves in one of the albums to create some things that normally you would never hear in bluegrass. So we really took some creative liberties. I cannot wait to announce these. I think the first one we're trying to shoot for like the beginning of summer is where we're gonna release our first album. But we'll be making some announcements. I believe I'm not gonna set a date because
because we can't set a date because it's probably gonna get delayed.
No, I hope not. I hope it's gonna
hopefully
be
not, but don't ever set a date.
But be on the outlook for big announcements. It's gonna be fun. Check us out on Facebook at The Brothers Young if you're able. That's great. Also, what else is happening this month? We had 2 shows today. We have 3 tomorrow, so we're busy this week.
Yes.
5 shows. We just had a winter storm here as well. But thank goodness it didn't turn to ice, and we're all good. Awesome. So what's the next big announcement that's going to be happening?
Which one do you want me to start with?
Start in chronological order. What is the chronological order? What the first date? Like we got several big announcements for March.
I don't know. You might have to tell me.
5.
5 point.
Yes.
So I don't know if you're in Roanoke. Come to 5 Points Music Sanctuary.
Tell them where that is. Where is the 5 Points Music Sanctuary?
It's at 1217 Maple Avenue, Southwest Roanoke.
Yes.
Okay, so remember that. If you don't remember it, go back and record it. Or take a picture. Screenshot it.
I'm going to write it in the chat right here.
And it's called 5 Points Music Sanctuary. That's March 1st. Everybody got that?
March 1st at 8 p.m. We're opening for East Nash Grass. Can you believe that?
It's pretty cool.
Opening for East
It's going to be like an hour-long, 45-hour-long.
I'm actually not 100% sure how long it is.
It's probably
about 45. But that's a pretty big deal. Opening for East Nash Grass. That's awesome. That's March 1st at the 5 Points Music Sanctuary here in Roanoke. Cool. 1217 Maple Avenue, Southwest Roanoke. If you're in the area, come down there. I think it's free admission. I'm not 100% sure. Check out if they probably have a website.
Risky.
So check out 5 Points Music Sanctuary. If they have a website, check them out.
Yeah, check them out.
Also, March 8th, we're going to do the New River Community College concert series.
6 p.m.
Right. Now this one's in Dublin, Virginia. 5251 College Drive, Dublin, Virginia. This one's at 6 p.m. The New River Community College concert series. We have the full band. That's awesome. That's March 8th at 6. What?
Read the latest one. That's pretty cool.
well, I'll get to them in a second. I'm going to finish all the announcements. Then I'll get to all this stuff. I made two. Tell them the biggest one. What are we most excited for?
Rocky Mount, Virginia. We're playing at the Harvester. We're playing at the Harvester, Rocky Mount, Virginia, March 29th at 7 p.m. Ticket price is only $12. But they're going fast, so you better get them now.
They're going fast. The Harvester Performance Center is putting on something known as the Homegrown Music Series, where they pick local bands and they sell tickets to hear these local bands. And we were picked. Woo! And we are going to be playing some traditional bluegrass music. Tickets are $12. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can check the whole thing out at theharvester.com. So if you're in the Rocky Mount area, come out, support us, get tickets now because they are running fast. I don't know how many people. I met with some people earlier today who are going to see the show and are excited, and we are too. It's awesome. I am so very excited. Now, what do you keep looking at?
Well, because he's saying come to the real Dublin. Okay, yeah, that's a little.
Let me jump back. That's it of our main. This is what I got.
Dublin, where's that at? Isn't that Ireland?
Yes,
I thought so.
That's perfect because he's in Ireland.
Yeah, it's a little far travel.
Let me back up to where some of the stuff. Donald Turner says, thankfully the song is on Bees for Bluegrass. That is right. Saw Creek was on.
That is true. That was on
Bees for Bluegrass album. We're just passing. You know what? I was driving through downtown Roanoke when I passed the spot where we took those original cover album photos.
That was a long. We only got 14 of those left.
We only have
exist. As soon as they're gone, they're never coming back.
Oh, we'll bring them back.
Maybe. Probably not, but I don't know.
We passed the spot where we took those photos. It will be 3 years this year. And we're releasing 2. So hopefully that will compensate for the time that we didn't release an album during those years. But that's great. Awesome. Hey, Travis. How we doing, my friend? Hello from Switzerland. Wow, Jean-Jacques Reveries. I probably butchered your name, sorry. Jean-Jacques Reveries.
Right in the comments that he said.
Hello from Switzerland. Hello from Virginia, a United States of America. Thank you for joining. Oh, sorry. Righteous Anger Gaming says 5 Point Sanctuary is not free. A paid ticket is required. I did not write that down.
I was going to say, don't ever say it's free ticket when you don't know that.
It's my mistake, yeah. I think they have a website. Check that out. I'm not sure the exact amount a ticket is, but it is a paid event. Thank you so much, Righteous Anger Gaming.
When are you coming to Switzerland?
That's the wrong Dublin. Come to the real Dublin and I'll turn up. There you go, man. If ever we come to the United Kingdom, which I'm hoping one day we get over there, we'll have to bring our instruments. We'll do a hoedown over in Dublin. Imagine, Trig, help me out on this one. What is that drum that like they hold in one hand and they have like a stick and they go? It's like a certain instrument, like it's played with like bagpipes and some sort of flute, and instead of like a drum like this, they hold it in one hand like this, and they go ta 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 ta. Please tell me what that name is. If you know what that is.
Hey, if you don't know what that is, don't feel bad because I have no idea what he's talking about.
There you go. When are you coming to Sweden? Whenever we get there. Well, I hopefully, I mean, maybe not
one day. Maybe one
probably
day.
Not a world tour, but I just want to go to foreign countries and just explore. Like that's on my bucket list to go to.
I don't think we've ever left like a 5,000-mile radius.
No, we've never been outside the country.
The farthest
before.
we've ever been was New York, Connecticut. Might be the farthest, or Florida, or Kentucky.
We've not been too far. But yeah, that's great. One day. Oh, thank you, Trig. Is it Bodrun? Bodrun. Is that right? Bodrun.
Oh.
Ireland. Irish. Bodrun. I think so.
He thinks he speaks this accent. And
I'm not good at any accents.
Bad.
I'm not going to even attempt it.
Please don't.
Oh, that's great. Now, we got no more special announcements.
Let's try to see if there's any questions, maybe.
Yeah, so let's see if there's any questions. Really fast, while I just quickly speed through, tell them about what I do for a living.
He teaches banjo and he teaches piano, guys. So if you want any lessons, I guess write a comment in our video and we'll probably send you the email and he does online and he does in person. Piano and banjo, guys. He's really good. He's got like 10 students. I don't know how many students you got. He's got a lot, guys. And I think at least one of them is already on this YouTube. But yes, he's a very good teacher. And I've never been taught by him, but he's very good from what my students say. Because they enjoy it a lot. They enjoy it a lot. A lot of people come in here for the first time. And they come walking out of the room they practice in. They're like, I can't wait to come back. And so they come back.
Yeah. I love being a music teacher. It's fulfilling. Fun. I feel like it's where God's led me in life, to be a music teacher. Okay, we got 2 questions that I see right here I want to address really fast. Aaron Hess, a couple of minutes ago, asked, what pick do you use for your banjo? Now, I have 3 picks here. All 3 of them are blue chip picks. I use... blue chip is insane. So what I have here for my index and middle finger, I have it is the Sammy. Is it Sammy? No,
I have no idea.
I want to say it's the Sammy Sheeler, like blue chip like set. It's like an index and middle finger Sammy Sheeler set of picks. These are made by Blue Chip. They're insane, just how well they play. For my thumb pick, I use a Blue Chip J Doctor or JDR. He told me, I got to meet the guy who makes these, and he told me what this means, but I can't remember to save my life. But I use Blue Chip. They do cost a little bit more than the average pick that you can get, but they are worth it if you're serious about playing this banjo. Like Blue Chip makes all the difference. They're very, very comfortable. And they produce such great tones. I actually have 2 of these thumb picks. One's a JDR, and one's like a SR. I can't remember. One's a little bit different, but both of them are great. That's to answer your question right here. Blaine also uses Blue Chip picks for his. He's got a personally engraved Blue Chip pick that he uses. There we go. And Peter Naird asked, what do you like for other instruments except the ones you play?
Well, it's not very clear, but you can kind of see it.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to interpret that question as, what other instruments do I like? Oh wait. Oh yeah. Okay. My brain went completely out for a second. So I do play banjo, piano, guitar, electric guitar, bass, upright bass. I mean, electric bass, upright bass. And as of about a week ago, I bought myself an alto saxophone. Now,
he'd play it for you, but
I would play it for you. I would get it, but right now, it's all in the room. I'm not gonna venture out there and get it. But it's a beautiful, beautiful saxophone, and I've been able to hit like 3 notes. I have not taken the time to even delve into like, oh, what's the position? Where do you hold this stuff? If anyone else plays saxophone, let me know how to do it, because I have no idea. But I'm a jazz pianist, so I was like, hey, you know what, saxophone? I've heard that it's easier than trumpet. Let's try it. So I did it. I mean, my goal one day is to be able to learn it enough to where I could play some just jazz standards and maybe make it like a small jazz album where I kind of accompany myself on the saxophone and like. Just an idea. So I got myself an alto saxophone. I would love to learn how to play the dobro. I love the dobro. Bluegrass dobro. That's awesome. How about you, Blaine? You have an instrument that you're like, hey, I really want to learn it one day.
No, not really.
No? Okay. Awesome. Easy enough. Okay, guys, looking at the time, I think we are going to...
So real quick, while he's getting his banjo, guys, you better write your last minute comments because time is going quick, guys. You better do it quick.
We got about 17 minutes. We had some technical
So we might go over a few minutes.
Beginning.
But guys, time is going quick, so you better write your comments now. You know what we should do? Maybe in the warmer weather. Do you think we should ever maybe do one outside?
To have to bring all this equipment outside would be
not really too much. I mean, on those long summer nights when it actually stays light, I don't know, it would be a thought. I think it'd be cool.
Maybe like a fire pit side, Chad.
Just to try it for once. I think it would be cool to try it at least once.
I don't know. So this is a new song right here. This one is also a Jimmy Martin tune, actually. It's called You Don't Know My Mind. I'm lonesome all the time. Born to lose a drifter.
Alright, don't give away the song. Let's
try this one out. But first, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please do. We appreciate it so very much. Also, I forgot to mention, there's something called a super thanks right below, right beside you, where you can chat. It's like a little small donation, a tip for us musicians here at Banjo Player to help us get new.
We gotta pay our whole crew. It's not cheap. When you have about 50 people working here, it's not
50 people.
It's not cheap. I mean,
if you want to give a little tip, you can hit those super.
This whole room is just filled with people behind us. So
yeah, there's a crowd of camera people. It's crazy. It's like anyway, go ahead and fix those lyrics down there for me. Turn the page over so I can get the honey you don't. There it is.
Honey you don't. Okay.
This is pretty new, so bear with us for Honey You Don't Know My Mind, Jimmy Martin at his finest. What do you keep looking at?
I just like reading comments. Cause I mean, I need like some like goggles or something, cause they're so far away.
Here you go. Honey, you don't know my mind. I'm lonesome all the time. Born to lose a drifter, that's me. You can travel for so long when the rambler heart goes on. Baby, you don't know my mind today. Heard the music of a rail, slept in every dirty jail. Life's too short for you to worry me. When I find that I can't win, I'll be checking out again. Baby, you don't know my mind today. I've been a homo in the trail, my soul has done been stained. Things I know I learned the hard way. I ain't here to judge or play, but to give my poor heart ease. Baby, you don't know my mind today. Awesome. Man, that was a brand new one right there, honey. You don't know my mind. I don't think we've ever played that in a show.
I don't think we've ever played that on YouTube.
We've never done that on YouTube either, so that's great. Thank you so much, James Stewart. Thank you so much, Mr. Robert Langesip, and thank you guys so very much for your support. We appreciate it. You guys are our #1 fans. You really are. I appreciate you guys. I'm not going to do the final shout-out yet. I'm going to do that just a little bit closer to finishing up.
Undo comments quick.
I'm going to do comments. No, I have not seen David Bruce's video on the history of the sax. I'm going to have to check that out. Thanks for telling me about that. Awesome. Good night, Peter Naird. See you next time. There you go. I've gone, wait. Oh, just in case, asks, have y'all managed to keep your New Year's resolutions? Absolutely not.
I don't even remember what mine was.
I'm not ashamed to admit it. I have not kept to, well, maybe to one. I did promise myself I was going to learn to play the saxophone, so I at least bought a saxophone.
You're working on it.
I at least bought one to learn, but no, I haven't. That's a problem with making resolutions.
Yeah, because a lot of people say it's over by the 20th of January. People can't make it past the 20th of January. At least that's what I've heard.
Wow.
I know it's sad, but true.
Okay. Aiden, how's work at your dad's office going? Asking as a CPA myself. We're busy. That's all I can really tell you right now. We are chock-a-block full of clients who are ready to drop off and those who are ready to extend. So we are pretty busy. They keep me busy around there. This is tax season, and I've been haunted by the idea of what tax season might be over the years. But it's actually been a pretty slow start, believe it or not. But that's just the calm before the storm, I feel. So I'm just waiting for the day when the y'all start to really come in. And the pressure is all on top of us, yeah. Blaine, would you be interested in becoming a tax accountant yourself?
It's too early to tell. It's
too early to tell? If you had one career, Blaine, right now that you would love to get into as a job.
Okay, as a
job.
Like
as a job. If you had one career he would love to get into, what would it be?
I've always had. I know this is unreal. It's an unrealistic aspiration, but I've always wanted to, like. It's so unrealistic. It's ridiculous. But I've always wanted to have, like, to be able, not as a full job, but is to have a part-time in YouTube in that sense. I know it's so unrealistic nowadays because there's so many people doing YouTube now, but I've always thought it would be cool if it actually would come true that I had a, like, part-time was YouTube and I actually made income through my YouTube channel and stuff. That's one of my aspirations.
You have to work really hard to do that.
Yeah,
speaking as someone who got into the YouTube partner program 7 years after starting, yeah, it takes a while.
How long have you been doing it? In like 5 years?
I don't know. I think it was like 2 or 3 actually. Let's see if there's anything else.
I know, just in case. There's no such thing as an unrealistic aspiration. I mean, there's always a chance. There's always a possibility.
Yeah. So I was inspired musically by many people. On the banjo, I was inspired by Earl Scruggs. I can't really think of one banjoist who's ever done an interview saying that they were not inspired by hearing Earl Scruggs. Really. And I feel like some people want to hate on Earl Scruggs because I know he was the innovator, but he let the door open for all the successors after him who really started to put all the fancy schmancy stuff into the banjo. But I like the simplistic style. I mean, not saying that Earl Scruggs is simplistic at all. That's not truth. But it's simpler than Bela Fleck. It's in some ways he is the pinnacle of banjo career. So I continue my studies of Earl to this day, and there's no one else I'd rather really listen to other than Earl. On the piano, when I started playing jazz music, I really, and to this day, I love these 3 jazz pianists. I love Fats Waller, a stride pianist from the 1930s. I like Bill Evans, who is part of the Miles Davis band, and he formed the Bill Evans trio? Or chord? I can't remember.
I think so, maybe.
Bill Evans trio. The late Bill Evans. And also the late Oscar Peterson, the Canadian pianist, who, in my opinion, was one of the greatest. And so my style is kind of a conglomeration between Peterson, Evans, and Waller, kind of put into one. I'm still continuing my jazz learning. I aspire to also be a studio engineer, like create a small home studio or a bigger one, later on. That's something I would love to do. But I continue, even though I'm not going to college, I'm taking college level classes in jazz, learning college level classes for engineering, all this stuff, because I want to make the albums that I'm saying are doing this year, make them as good as we possibly can. So that's what I'm trying to do. How'd you, Blaine? What was your inspiration on the mandolin?
I'd just say probably Bill Monroe was probably, honestly, in my opinion, it would definitely be Bill Monroe, because he had such a distinct sound of mandolin. It was like this rough, it wasn't very super clean mandolin, but it worked, and it was popular, and I just like his sound. His kind of mandolin is just distinct, but I like it.
That's really interesting, because I never would have pegged you like Bill Monroe, because you always were drawn to Ricky Skaggs. Number one mandolin player. We would always have Ricky Skaggs playing in the house, and Blaine would always be like, I don't know if he always wanted to play the mandolin, but he always loved hearing Ricky Skaggs play rawhide, fast songs. That's awesome. So I would have thought you would have said Ricky Skaggs, but he said Bill Monroe. What is your first memories as far as music? What is your first memories as far as music?
Just music in general. I mean, when I was about 5 years old, I remember listening I think it was Steve Green and stuff, and he was singing songs about the Bible and stuff like that. I think those are some of my first ones I grew up on.
Me, so when I was born in 2006, the Curious George animated film that had Will Ferrell and Drew Barrymore in it, that also came out in 2006, and so Jack Johnson did the music for that film, and from the moment I came home from the hospital, I was pumped full of Jack Johnson's Curious George, the song Upside Down. And it's crazy now because I'm a guitarist, and all the songs I remembered listening to when I was 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn that thing off, Blaine.
Yeah, keep going.
All the songs I remember listening to at 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm able to play. I was playing Upside Down in guitar. My guitar is upstairs.
Yeah,
so I'll just
he's got videos of he's
not
singing.
Videos, but recordings.
Yeah.
Of me playing Jack Johnson stuff and just seeing it come full circle as a musician. I remember hearing these songs as a kid, and now I'm recreating what I heard. It's so cool. Another thing is VeggieTales. I remember watching a ton of VeggieTales. We have a lot of DVDs.
That's one thing I never was in. I don't think I wasn't huge into VeggieTales. Yes, I agree. Regrets Gaming. Upside Down is probably one of the best songs ever written.
It's great. It's a wonderful, wonderful song. But some of those VeggieTales songs are ingrained into my memory. I'm trying to think if there's one more, songs, one more album or something I remember as a kid. There's so many. Oh, one more that I loved was Johnny Cash's Kids album. There was Johnny Cash made, I don't know if I saw the CD, but I wore that CD out. It was why is a fire engine red? There's a little green fountain on a little green mountain. There is, he sang Grandfather's Clock. always remember Grandfather's Clock. Like Johnny Cash had his album, and I wore that album. I remember sitting in here. We just moved to this house, and I was sitting in my room listening. I was playing with, I don't know, like some like action figures and such. And I was listening to this stuff. I wore these things out. I could probably think of 100 more, but they're not coming to me right now. What? Elvis. I was born on his birthday. Of course, how could I forget Elvis? I did. We actually have a DVD of Elvis on like some of his music videos and like live appearances on shows and such. And I would, even though I wasn't able to like watch and understand this, I remember listening to the songs and like watching him dance across the screen, or from the films like Blue Hawaii, singing
We
Can't
still
Stop
have
Falling
that
in Love
DVD.
with You. All of these songs, like, it's awesome. And you know what? I have yet to watch the Elvis movie. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I need to watch the Elvis movie.
People say it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
What time do we have? We have 1 minute. Okay. Wow.
Wait a minute, guys. I gotta do the classic thing.
Yeah, Johnny Cash. Hold on. Johnny Cash. Hold on.
While he's reading, I gotta do the classic thing. Everybody said I've done it for every single one every year, and I gotta continue doing it. Every time, I always fall out of my chair.
Hold one second. Trig, the album is called The Johnny Cash Children's Album. Look it up. It's got all the songs, like Nasty Dan, Why is a Fire Engine Red, Little Green Fan, Little Green Mountain, Grandfather's Clock. It's the Johnny Cash Children's Album. Check it out. I remember it so distinctly in my mind. So let's do some shout outs right now. Janet Ingold asked if we're doing any jazz shows anytime soon, and we did one at the Glebe about 2 weeks ago, but we don't have any more coming up that I can think of, like big shows.
Can I do one thing real quick?
What?
I'm just gonna do it real quick. Quick shout out of my YouTube channel. Very quick. My YouTube channel is called Assortment of Adventure. Boom. That was the quickest I've ever done it right there.
I'm gonna read out the names of the people who watched really fast. If you want your name shout out, you better comment down below right now. Subscribe, like the video, hit the notification button. Ed McGuire, Donald Turner, Dexter Campbell, Justin Case, Timothy Chapad, Craig from Ireland, Righteous Anger Gaming, Rayrax Gaming,
Boom.
Dana Walker 55.
Yeah. Anybody else?
James Stewart.
Yeah.
Peter Naird, DJ 51051-011, J&A, there you go, David Jordan. Also, David Jordan, I missed your question. Yeah, if you want to, if you're on Facebook, just reach out to us on Facebook Messenger at The Bird is Young. Check us out on Facebook. Jenna Ingold, thank you so much for asking. She asked, what is your favorite song to play?
Me?
Yeah.
Follow the Leader by Don Reno.
I would say Fly Me to the Moon on the piano. Let's see. Aaron Hess. Egg McGuire. Andy Kahn. Any more? John Jacques Rivers. Travis Watts. I'm getting to the end.
Day Tripper.
Yes.
Day Tripper.
Day Tripper. Good call, Lane. Corey Mulvey.
Did you get Peter Naird? Timothy Spot. I think you already said that.
Solo Fiddle. Cheers from Frosty, Ohio. Thank you. Brenda Schreiber. I said you twice. You're special. Good luck. Here we go. Also, yeah, please like, subscribe. Check us out on Facebook at The Bird is Young. You'll see all of the information for all of the places, The Harvester, 5 Point Music Sanctuary, and the New River Community College Music Series. Thank you so much for watching tonight. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this show. Because it really is a show. Like, you see us play music, you get to interact with us, we tell a little history about ourselves and all kinds of stuff like this. And we love doing this. And so we hope we don't have to stop for a long time. So next episode will be the 15th episode. That's going to be great. But we're going to end our show with a gospel song written by Mr. James Easter. of the Easter Brothers. We met him as the last remaining Easter brother in Mount Airy, North Carolina. He unfortunately passed away about a year or two after we met him. We still sing this song for his memory. He was an amazing man and a wonderful testimony. So we're going to play it right here. This is called Waiting for the Lord to Take Me Home. One of these days, and it won't be long, my Lord's coming, take me home. Everything's alright, I don't worry, just waiting for the Lord to take me home. I miss my friends who've gone away. I'll meet them again someday. Everything's alright, I don't worry, just waiting for the Lord to take me home. Play it again. When Jesus left this world of sin, He made a promise, I'm coming again. Everything's alright, I don't worry, just waiting for the Lord to take me home. Everything's alright, I don't worry, just waiting for the Lord to take me home. Just waiting for the Lord to take me home. Thank you guys. God bless you.
That was a good one.
Let me do my last three words.
Okay.
Or last three phrases. Thank you. God bless y'all. And good night.
See you in the future.
See y'all next time.